Bruh. I mean, I've dealt with it before. I mean, I did all of Lost Evolution completely voice acted of myself. Sorry I'm late. You started stream before I woke up. Foo! Welcome! Now I can finally say ladies and gentlemen. Not just gentlemen. Welcome, Foo, to the stream. No worries, no worries. Let's see. Wait, what are we doing? It's the 28th. Okay, so we need to hang out with Hulkenberg. Where are you, ma'am? Yeah, we're gonna be putting a lot of focus on Hulkenberg and Heisme for these Gauntlet Runner days. We should talk. Whoa, excuse me. Who's to say that I'm not a lady? I feel like people have hinted that you're not a lady, but I mean, if you are a lady.
Ah, 'tis you.
I always tend to assume that most people who come into my streams are dudes because that's what my statistics say. My statistics say I rarely ever get females on my streams. So I just assume everyone is a dude unless they specifically say they're a lady. Go one stream without saying, mentioning, or singing Digimon? I mean, I kind of already do that. I don't talk about Digimon every stream. Cat? Cat? Cap? Cat? Cap? Have you not decided our plans for the day? Even though we mustn't let our guard down, a breather might do us some good. I apologize for being so absorbed in personal thoughts at a time like this. I'd like to talk through them, if you would lend an ear. Yes. Let me pull up Hulkenberg's thing. Metaphor, even as you. In Hulkenberg. That's not how you spell Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg answers. Let's see, what rank were we at? Was it 4? Okay, I have it pulled up. Come to a decision.
And then...
Crypta Agate, are you assuming my gender? I'm not assuming. I go off based of what the analytics say, and my analytics say that, like, almost nobody that comes to my streams is a female. Like, there actually was a time where my statistics were saying 100% male, and I was like, damn. Bodybuilder cat has claimed my lap. How strong is the cat to be called a bodybuilder? Well, he bent a bronze door latch. Damn. You recall we talked about my one-time compatriot, Rodante. I've decided to challenge the Knight Commander to a duel. Well, he's an asshole, so I support this. I seek only to correct him, but I know he is not a man easily persuaded by words alone.
'Tis settled.
We are warriors, as such. It is only through battle that we will show the error of his ways. So Hulkenberg would not exist in the world of hypnosis, Mike. Wait, what rank was this guy's? Shit. Says, I think, any option? Because I don't see any of these on a thing. Any option? A bold move will accept you'd risk your life. A bold move? That's quite a bold move.
Yes.
Certainly. I realize anything more underhanded would... Oh, wait. So I realize anything more underhanded would surely backfire. It could not have ended any other way, really. Oh, let's see. This is rank 6. Okay. I found it. Also, I don't know how else to describe it, but I like how everyone in this game, for the most part, seems to be drawn in a very Euro style. Yeah, I agree. I mean, technically, the game does take place in more of a Eurocentric, European era, and I am glad that they kind of like drew their features like Western features to like kind of reflect that. And like their fashion choices and everything, and the art style. He's also managed to lift my toolbox. I don't think I have any problems with my lungs, but I definitely have problems with my vocal cords. I have ulcers on them, last they were checked. I've only very recently been able to sing again. Fun though? Oh no! Yeah, I hope, I know, I remember when I got COVID, I was also kind of worried my vocal cords were going to be affected too because I was coughing so much that it was actually like quite painful. That's like the most painful cough I've ever had in my life. Like, I know like COVID affected everyone differently, but for me, mine was just like anytime I even attempted to talk. Like, when I mean anytime, I literally mean anytime. Like, I could not talk at all because I would just immediately start coughing. And painful coughs too. Like, it got to a point where I had to like write things down to communicate with people because I literally just couldn't talk. Like, the second I tried to talk, nope, just coughing fit. Any time. No matter what I tried to say. It didn't matter what I was saying. As long as my voice was involved, I just immediately start coughing. Like, that's how bad it was. Late Middle Ages, early Renaissance Germany, particularly the armor is quite distinctive. Yeah, it does give the German vibes. I would throw down the gauntlet in public. He could scarcely deny me.
Say,
do you recall the broken sword from the other day? It sparked a realization. This is a problem only blades can solve.
and so?
And indeed, in the tally of all our previous bouts, we stand even. This seems a fine opportunity to settle things once and for all. The option here is you've got this.
Right.
You don't need my support because you have it anyways. I know you can win this, Hulkenberg. Well, looks like he's wearing one of my kitchen napkins. One of your kitchen. Oh, I think he looks more like a kitchen towel. I do actually have a kitchen towel that's like white with like teal plaid pattern. It doesn't look exactly the same, but it's like same concept. He looks like my kitchen towel. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Weapons also rather real, some of them at least. They look as real as practical. And besides, I would do a rodante for the people. Yes, but even more so, I would take measure of myself. He is single-minded, as much now as he was then. Once he decided on rising to the knighthood peaks, so indeed he did, by whatever means necessary. All while I eschewed familial, honored to pursue knightly calling. And when that was lost to me, I bought the prince. I sought the prince. I bought the prince. My shifting purpose has weakened, and the path beneath my feet. I have been long mortified at the traunt I saw in the mirror, and long did that feeling fester in my heart. But no longer do I stand ashamed. My path, however serpentine, has led me to you all, and to the woman I am today.
If so,
the kitchen towel. I think I have the same type of towel. Do we all just own a white kitchen towel with like minty teal plaid patterns on it? A stream or two ago, I felt compelled to look up how to return one's lungs back to normal after a serious illness. Apparently the best way is to slowly ramp up cardiovascular activities. I'm not sure how well that applies to your specific condition. I've heard that helps in general. I think for me, before I got COVID, doing cardio was never really an issue for me. I would have to take like an inhaler right before exercising just to breathe a little better, but it was never like intense. I guess because since they're still studying COVID and whatnot, maybe they don't have like a direct recommended solution. But for me, they gave me 2 inhalers. And I think that's, I still have to see a primary/lung specialist, which I'm in the process of trying to get. And whatever they tell me, maybe they might tell me to do more cardio, which is crazy because I already do cardio because of my karate training and stuff. Like most of our karate training is cardio and endurance. So if they tell me to do more cardio, it's like, well, I kind of already do that, but I don't know. We'll see. Basically, we'll see what they say. Sort of looks like what I imagine if someone tried to remake Naoto, but changed the jacket and skin shade to Naoto. Who's Naoto? Also got a kitchen towel like that, so we all just have the same kitchen towel. To me, that jacket looks like a failed attempt to understand what a padded jacket looks like. I don't know what was going through their head when they decided to make that graph paper pattern, but Persona 4 character. Oh, okay, okay. There's a lot of characters in Japanese games and shows that all repeat, so gotta be specific. Oh, the option I'm supposed to choose is recommended. You show him / I know you can do it. Yeah, you show him up. That narcissistic dude. Just show him some how powerful you become on our journey. So I shall. He will know that my years wandering and my journey with you have not been in vain.
Say.
I have a request. I want you to be my witness for the duel. Option here is if only to witness your victory. She'll like that answer. I swear I played Persona 4. Happening all over again? Well, there's other characters named Naoto, so I was just like, which one specifically? I need my Japanese weeb game about an anthropomorphic hedgehog that got isekai to main world Japan and now has to go on a quest. So like Sonic, the Sonic Multiverse Netflix show, basically. Because he does go to like a city in that show. Persona fan, ladies and gentlemen, yes. I accept, so I can witness the rightful victor. Of course. With you to bear witness, somehow I feel I cannot lose. But the duel must be fair in all things. No matter what happens, I ask for your impartiality. Well, then wouldn't it be better to find a complete stranger then, though? Like the anime Sonic X? I haven't watched Sonic X in a hot minute. I think I had to have been young when I last watched it. The most I can like clearly remember is like Sonic Boom or Sonic the Netflix show. What was that one called? I get sense talking about strong resolve and extraordinary trust. Rank 6.
Witness my struggle and
I was about to say, isn't that just Sonic? Literally. I was like, this is that the anthropomorphic anthropomorphic hedgehog in a city. Yeah, that's basically Sonic. In Japan, it has to. That's literally the plot of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the movie. Like, you guys have watched Sonic 3, right? He literally does go to Japan, and he gets his quest in Japan. Like, he meets Shadow in Japan. Battle hypnosis. Wow. Okay, I was literally saying about hypnosis Mike earlier. Battle hypnosis. Hulkenberg will not survive in the world of hypnosis Mike. So she needs like a literal hypnosis Mike to battle. Is Hulkenberg a hypnosis Mike character? I feel like I've been especially annoying today. Really? I wouldn't say that at all. I did not feel you were annoying at all. No spoilers. The best way to describe Naoto is she kind of looks like the main male character in Persona 3 if he fixed his bangs. I mean, yeah, I can see that actually. That is the only one I haven't watched yet. Sonic 3? It's good. It's good. I mean, all the Sonic movies are good. But 3 is good. I'm trying to remember if I prefer 2 or 3 more. I think I'm gonna have to watch them again back to back and 100% determine. Because I don't know if you guys saw like my clip on my second channel. My Sonic 3 experience was almost ruined. So I might need to watch the third and the second one again and compare which one I like better. But I just know that I love all the Sonic movies. And in the meantime, I have many preparations to make. 'Tis a hungry business. All this thinking. Fortunately, I have just the thing. My prize catch of tender fermented meat. You would be hard-pressed to find meats this soft, pungent, and ripened anywhere else. Here, as a token of thanks, take some. I insist. I'll take it off your hands, Hulkenberg. I'll eat it. I declined Hulkenberg's offer as politely as I could, and we made our way back to the others. Wow, ungrateful. He's a picky eater. Was that stomach growl? Imagine was that I have already eaten dinner, so I think it's just you. Oi! A monster with the most peculiar color-changing eyes is clinging to the deck. Oh, is this another Katharina fight? Or is this someone else? A different candidate. Deal with it before it ruins all the hard work I've put into this runner. We better get rid of it fast before Nuras puts our entire journey on hold to buff out any scratches or dents. But yeah, she basically wears the exact same jacket. Oh yeah, she actually does. It's starting, yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, she does wear that jacket. Though not have the plaid pattern. Yeah. Sonic 3's Carnival Knight's barrel still gives me nightmares. Let's see, I don't really remember Sonic 3 that well. I haven't really gotten the chance to play a lot of Sonic games myself. A lot of the Sonic games I've had to watch other people play because I didn't have access myself to play a lot of it. And even then, I feel like I'm not really a platform type gamer, but I love the story and the lore and the world of Sonic. But platform games just aren't really my thing. So I don't really play I don't really always feel inclined to play Sonic games too often, but I'm fine with like watching other people playing them. Forced to play as a picky eater. The experiment has failed and we must try again. Why? Turning down a summer sausage. How could he? Summer sausage. Alright, who are we fighting?
Hey! Would you mind not just barging in on
Oh,
us?
it's just some regular monsters. What the heck? It's not even a candidate. Lame. Oh well, I guess thank you for obliterating them. Does anyone have
I leave it to
fire? Oh shit, I did not
Who
mean
needs
to do that.
igniters?
No!
I'll show you. No holding back.
Oh yeah, we do have fire.
Burn to ash. Let's wrap this up.
Oh, what the heck?
Even a
He died
jester
so
can
easily.
fight his power.
Is there another way?
You hit their weakness!
Oh, I have fire infused on my weapon. How convenient.
Oh, power of heroes.
How do they fare against electricity? It's just regular? Wow, that wasn't even...
Enemy reinforcements.
More
Oh,
enemies.
here we go.
Brace yourselves! 4 left!
Let us clean
I
up
was
this
about to
mess.
say. Silo to 1 enemy. Okay, let's see. Let's just use the regular weak one and see how much
How's
damage.
that?
Okay, that kills them.
Who needs it?
And then we'll just do
The
fire
power
on
of
them.
fire. Tougher than I thought.
Oh,
Oh, it
healing
didn't kill
power.
him.
Come. Oh, bolts of lightning. What's the effect?
We have 1 pair of fluffy slippers
okay.
that is under joint
We can do
ownership
this.
since we don't need them most of the time. Ew, you guys share slippers?
Come forth, royal sword. Free. A tough one.
I feel so high. What?
Beyond words.
Okay, we have some enraged people, but I think that might be fine. Actually, because we do need some people to start doing physical.
Stand and face your punishment.
Not all smoke and
He
mirrors.
was like, wait,
Take this.
these also do a lot of damage.
Follow me.
Oh, I might not even need to use MP. Okay, that was an easy ass fight. I might as well have just,
We press
if
on.
it was gonna be easy, they should have just given me a candidate to give me a challenge. And I'm playing on normal mode.
The village of Inundo,
We wear socks with
a
them?
small
Still,
settlement
that doesn't
located
mean
north of
anything.
Briarhaven, lies ahead.
Your
The
feet,
industry that once thrived
your
here
feet
fell into
cells are
decline,
still on the socks
and
that
now the able-bodied
that pass
youth
through
dream instead
the
of leaving
cloth
home.
into the
A small
slippers.
population of
6
mostly
feet for 2
children and
slippers.
elders
That's
remain,
sounds like
and
foot
visitors
fungus
are
waiting to
scarce.
happen.
The gauntlet
What about when you
runs
get sweaty
close to a
feet?
stop.
That's
Give me
cool.
some
They
thought.
summon an archetype in this game instead of a persona. Technically similar things, but an archetype is nowhere near as complex. I wonder if that means metaphor exists somewhere in the Sea of Souls. I don't know if maybe it's just Atlas knows that this is the type of combat that is working for them and they're just trying to replicate it with all their games. I don't think that all their games necessarily have to connect in a way.
Just a moment.
Oi! What's the meaning of this? It's practically a ghost town here. The villages around here are all like this. Those able to work have gone elsewhere to try and make a living, while the remaining residents live in constant fear of monsters. Jojo stands? What a shame. 'Twas my intention to cook something interesting if I came across any unusual ingredients here. That's alright. I think I prefer food that's not overly interesting.
Hey,
It's a bit small, but it looks like we've set up a stall here. Or they've set up a stall here. Want to talk to them?
that reminds me.
By the way, weren't you asked to buy a toothbrush of Hygienia? Let's see if the store has it in this place. A toothbrush of hygiene in this weird town? Briny artifact, have it appraised. Do I need these? Use while bathing to increase protagonist endurance. Maybe I'll buy 2. Mellow milk. Where do I get the toothbrush? Oh, here we go. Toothbrush of hygienia. Light armor. Super briny threads. I won't. Let's see. What does the guide recommend, or is it recommended I buy anything here? More mellow milk, I guess. Well, if it's telling me maybe I should stock up on mellow milk, then I will.
All right.
Okay, we got what we came for. Are we all finished here? Let's continue our trip.
Hey.
Yes.
As the sky turns the same muddy color as the land below, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet land.
Oh, hydrate.
However,
Thank you.
confidence would be ill-advised. Listen carefully for footfalls in the mud.
I mean, Portable had an
Break of dawn.
honorable persona as one of their old games where you could literally summon an actual biker guy living in California. That's hilarious.
All right then.
I'm good at oversharing, aren't I? Yes. Yes. I can't wait until you find the character who has the power to invert the enemy's left eye, but only on Thursday afternoons with the runner is going 107. Wait, is that real or are you joking? How is that different than walking barefoot on carpet? Get yourself slippers. Buy yourself your own slippers. Why are you guys sharing slippers? Okay, it's now nighttime. Oh, well, you know what?
Alright.
I haven't saved in a hot second.
What now?
Alright, now we find Heisme. Where is he? Need to rank up with him. So then you must tell the captain. Okay, let me bring up his rank stuff too. I have like so many tabs open. Heisme. We still haven't found a resting place for his son, right? I know we still have to do that, but what here in the Gauntlet Run are we going to talk about this time? Okay, rank 5?
Ah, it's you.
I'll listen.
Yes.
Let us speak over a drink. I'll serve you something, assuming you'd prefer a drink more tame than my usuals. Oh, I can't get his, raspy? I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. Today. Because footwear is expensive? I mean, yeah, but I'm sure you can get something that will just suffice for the time being. Like, not to undersell the point that their games don't have to be connected, but Atlas really likes just shoving random other games into each other. That I wouldn't be shocked if Metaphor exists as like a non-online RPG that one of the main characters ends up playing in the future. I mean, maybe. I know they do have cameos every now and then. I personally don't feel like their games are technically connected to each other other than just Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, but yeah, I guess so. I know the protagonist of Catherine shows up in a cameo, but that's like, I don't really think that means the games are connected. The stuff I think of when I imagine JoJo stands for in Part 11. Oh, I haven't watched JoJo's, so I don't really know what that means. And we're Scotsmen, we can squeeze a penny and get 2 cents out of it. To each their own, I guess. Whatever works for you guys. I've been making do with good shoes that have holes in the leather and are tractor enamel white because I spilled tractor enamel on them 2 years ago. What the heck? New shoes! What happened back in my hometown? You should know it wasn't Tadari's fault. Even if he's the village leader. Oh wait, that's right, they stole his son's ashes. That's right. Holy shit. That was a big thing. I was like, no freaking way they stole his son's ashes. That is crazy. The villagers have always ostracized something like that. Even when I was there. That's not their leader's fault. And we had to literally just leave knowing that they stole the ashes. Like, we couldn't do anything about it. I was like, no friggin' way. Even with the theft, is that why you left? Is that why you left?
Because
Because... Is that the reason you left your village? You know, I kind of prefer Will's outfit when he's not wearing his coat, to be honest. Reduces references the stream doesn't get are my favorite. My mission is accomplished. Farewell to you all. I mean, I'm not really a big shonen anime person, so JoJo's is not my thing. I've been making do with good shoes by keeping them clean, not wearing them in the house, and shining the leather when it's necessary. Do I own any leather shoes? I think I do, but I don't really wear them that often. I'm really bad at I'm not bad at taking care of shoes, but I'm not good at like making them look like they're still new, if that makes sense. Like my white shoes, like I can't own white shoes. I own ivory shoes, but even those, it's like scuffed, dirt on the rims, and even when I try to clean it, it's already been on the shoe for so long that it won't come off. I'm just like, ugh, whatever. He looks even more like a rat without his jacket. Heisme. Bat, rat, possum.
No.
Most of the tribes hold little love for the Ujif, but in my youth we lived near 2 settlements of mixed peoples. We traded, traveled, relations were good. Till one day, conflict arose between the 2 settlements themselves. They began to feud, and both sides asked that our village side with them over the other. They wanted a decision from us. We were asked to choose who was friend and who was foe.
However,
Yet the village put off the decision. They took no sides and sought to appease both settlements. While we stayed the course of our hesitancy, their dispute was resolved. Interesting. Option here is anything. Okay. What happened to them?
hold on.
What ended up happening to your village?
and then
The village lost the trade of both sides, and they cut off all their trade. We were suddenly left impoverished. Impoverished. They called us Ujif inscrutable, unknowable, and their prejudice only escalated. It even led to some violence. And yet, is there any race in this game that doesn't have, like, that doesn't get ostracized? The village tried to justify their predicament by saying there was nothing they could have done. They took no action to escape poverty and isolation beyond their bitter lamentations. That, more than anything, disgusted me beyond words. So I abandoned the village and ventured out to become a knight of the cities. But Tadari remained to take a stand. While I simply ran away, he took role of leadership, determined to bring honorable change to our village. There's nobility in that. There's a nobility in that. He sounds like a good leader.
yes,
Yes, no ordinary person could have done what he did. He chose to carry the entire village on his back. And yet, as we've seen, the village is still a long way from the change he strove for. They're stealing people's ashes. That's like horrible. The villagers are rigid in their mindset. They hope to maintain the little control they have by excluding and blaming strangers. All the backbiting and even the theft on the earth, all born of this clinging to separation. The xenophobic nest. Oh, he said it! I don't pity them, they're horrible people. What a horrible village.
right.
Yes, but upon my return, a thought struck me. I suddenly knew. I would like to let my son sleep on that hill, where the sweet winds blow. They may run free where he cannot. And yet, perhaps the reason I am so attached to my village is because I'm the same as them, at heart. Huh? It was my indecisiveness that cost me my son, and my knighthood, besides. This burial is no different. To think I waxed on about it being time to face his death. An excuse, nothing more. An excuse to run from yet another decision. It says I can choose anything. It's alright to hesitate. No one could condemn me. I'm gonna say it's alright to hesitate. I've been making do with the purpose. I mean, if everyone's gonna hate, make it a contest to see who could be the worst, I guess. I guess so. If it's gonna be hard to change people's opinion, might as well go with the flow. What do you even do with ashes? You don't make it into milk? What the hell? Surprisingly, the carbon in ashes serve as a valuable component in hardening iron. That's why Vikings used to add bones to their sword making processes. I feel like I've heard that. That does sound familiar. But now my son is the one paying for my wretched hesitance. And see what has become of him. How can I call myself a father? Okay, I'm not very... I can't do emotions with this Heisme voice. If you want to solve this, we'll need more than despair.
No.
No. I refuse to let this end here.
Right.
If hesitation is in my nature, then so too do I hesitate to let go. Perhaps this is simply who I am. Will, I have a confession to make. When the urn was stolen, somewhere in the back of my mind... Oh, what the heck? You felt relieved. Because I'd not have to see it anymore. I'd no longer be reminded of his death. His heartbreaking absence. I don't want to think of it. I don't want to face it. How could I? When every reminder shatters me. That's why I put off the burial. Longer and even longer. Well, it's just that, like, obviously I would never use this voice in, like, actual voice acting. So, I guess there's no reason for me to try to get better at, like, doing a fake male voice. Because, will I ever use this voice? No. In actual voice acting? No. Calling them inefficient or terrible is an overstatement. They were middle of the road. They were middle of the road. The best Viking swords were made for you to achieve this blacksmith mode. But I must change. I would show my boy I'm a father worth his love, not his shame.
Surely.
And so too would I prove this to you. You, who placed your trust in me. Give you the highest base fatherly determination, his deep trust in me. After trying to sound like a guy.
Son,
trying.
come back.
Won't ever
to
be
me.
successful, though.
I'm sorry.
I will soon depart for the village to look for my son's remains. My apologies for all you've been made to endure. Okay, so the option here is... Oh, still anything. Don't shoulder alone, you leave me behind. Don't shoulder it alone, Heisme. I will be there for you. When the day comes where you start your voice acting classes, do your best and always experiment. I intend to.
Thank you.
I thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Let's head to the village together at a later date.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The 29th. Let's see. What time is it? I feel like I want to at least get to the location we're trying to do before I quit. So let's keep playing. 29. Go to the bookshelf and we're gonna read. Okay. That's right. We did get some new books. Wait. This is not the... where's the reading room? Over here. Okay, Julian forced this on me. Okay, we are going to... It's recommended we read The Future of Magic. Okay, yeah, because we finished everything else. He's obnoxious, but he does know a thing or two. So, maybe we'll learn something? It looks like a complicated book, so let's get comfy by the window before we dive in. Gain more wisdom. Okay, read the book.
What's that?
Also, one of the most bizarre things I've heard was people not reading the story Persona 3 and assuming Fuka's sickness was entirely false. It was accepted because it was likely Akihiko describes her as sickly like a week before she goes missing. I mean, I do remember that. But I never considered her sickly or weak. I don't know where you read that. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that. Sustainable magical living? What is he getting at? Anyway, the first chapter is called Thinking About Fuel in the Magical Future. All things considered, our world is still primitive, foolishly relying on wood and fire to warm and feed its people.
Let's see.
The wood we burn makes smoke, and the smoke pollutes the atmosphere and destroys life beyond our cities. Combustible fumes must be prohibited by law. And the void left there is where magic comes in. It says, in other words, he wants to do everything with magic instead of firewood. What do you think? I mean, if it... Honestly, I would like to think it would be good for the atmosphere, but... It won't work for everyone. Yeah, there's complications with every method, honestly. Would you end up reading something in this game and then immediately forget it? What? Anyways, need to go to bed. See ya, Crypta Chat. Bye, Ray. Thank you so much for dropping by. I appreciate it.
Right?
I agree. So if you can afford igniters, banning non-magical fires would pose a lot of immediate logistical problems. Gallica and I were on the same page. I feel like I've gained some wisdom.
All right.
Well,
People's lives in the present are important, but so is the future. I think we should treat both with the respect they deserve. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from next time.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Ahoy! Break time, chums! There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there. Oh, we're at the halfway point now, right?
The gauntlet runner arrives at a spectacular waterfall northwest.
Oh wait, no, we're at the
The
Tome.
Peregrine Falls. The water cascading
The only
down
acceptor
from
as
the
she
river
was described
between the canyons
having no constitution,
is
but I
among
can
the
come consider
kingdom's
where they
finest
have dropped her as a
visitors,
possibility.
thanks in part to the
Oh yeah, that's
monuments
right.
carved into rocky
Well,
cliffs.
she did need to
Is
prove
the
herself,
rumbling
I
echo
guess, in a
simply
way,
the
because she
water
was
plummeting into the basement
getting bullied and not really
or the
doing anything
roar
about it.
of the Mage King.
Huzzah, we've made it. Peregrine Falls. Oh wait, no, this isn't the Tome. Or is it? What could this be? This is a very pretty sight, though. Yet again, it seems we found ourselves within the most peculiar places. Something is just barely visible beyond the waterfall's veil. A statue, perhaps? Oh, it's a face! It must be. They look like faces, but why would anyone go through all the trouble of carving something like that behind a waterfall?
besides,
And aren't their expressions kind of scary? Looks like they're dying. They look intimidating. It does look like... I don't know if dying or maybe. They don't look scary. They look like they're reacting to something else, if that makes sense. Their pain expressions make it look as though they're just moments away from death. It must be difficult to carve the rock in a place like this. Just whose face could that be anyway?
Mayhap.
'Tis perhaps the likeliness of one of the old hero kings. I believe a legend involving the Mage King is set within this region. I'd not question it if you told me this was all created with the Mage's King's magic. They say he mastered immensely powerful forces, which he used to protect his people.
Just
So we found this world's version of America? Oh, you mean like the president's heads Mount Rushmore? As a warning?
What's that about?
Maybe they wanted to warn us of something? You may be right. For all his power, the Mage King suffered great misfortunes throughout his final years. Perhaps this serves as a warning to those who would follow him. Power closes as many doors as it opens, regardless of the intent with which you wield it. You may yet become feared and ostracized. That's kind of sad when you think about it. When you put it that way, it almost feels like the roar of the waterfall is meant to represent the Mage King's cries of anguish.
Yes.
If that is indeed true, then we may best honor those sentiments by etching this place within our memory. We may think on it more, but 'tis time to return to the runner. After contemplating the Mage King's Lament, I feel that my wisdom has grown.
Now then.
We're getting so many points. Come on, rank up. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Why, that's...
Hello.
While the peculiarities of these waterfalls are up for debate, their majesty is not. I've made a nice little record for this site. Do take it with you. Oh, yeah, we got new drawings, so that means we can finish, or not finish, we can continue with Maria's thing. I'll be giving story to Maria later. I headed back to the runner, imagining the surprise expressions that would appear on her face when I tell her about this place.
Their destination is the Tomb of Lament, found north of Oceania. Interred beneath the earth here lie the victims of a terrible epidemic. It is said the lamentations
now
of
it's
the lost
the...
echo throughout,
Is it still the
disfiguring
afternoon?
a somber
Yes.
burial ground into a mass grave for criminals and the kinless. The vindictive spirits conjure restless monsters, and it is here that the Gauntlet Runner comes to an uneasy halt.
And here
Now
we
then.
go, we're at the dungeon. Well, this is the tome we've been looking for, is it not? What is our next course of action? We defeat the monsters in the back and retrieve the Chalice of Legends. They say there's a ghost in there, but do you think that's really it? No. Ghosts don't exist. I don't believe in ghosts. Think back to the Grand Cathedral. With Zorba and his profane arts, we witnessed specters that could easily bear such a label. I mean, in this world, maybe it could be a ghost. If magic exists, then maybe ghosts do. It is likely, if not certain, that people have simply mistaken the true nature of this monstrosity.
Well,
I can understand why people might wish the death could return, but let's find this thing and put an end to the rumors.
Also,
I've heard of weapons and ancient treasures being buried in these places, but they're probably off the main path.
My thanks.
Well, we follow your lead. Okie dokie. Just a second. I said something. You said something? This feeling, it's
so
a new thing unlocked, potentially? It was only for a moment, but I thought I sensed one of the relics Duras is looking for. Make sure you don't miss any treasure chests, okay? Oh! Alright, cool. I'm glad that the game warned me about
what
that.
now?